Welcome back. In the previous videos, we learned how to create subdomains using individual creation, bulk creation forms, and CSV upload methods. In this video, we'll explore how to manage your existing categories and subdomains, including powerful bulk actions and editing capabilities. Manage Categories or Subdomains Overview. Let's now see the Manage Categories or Subdomains section. In this section, you can manage all your categories and subdomains efficiently. The interface displays your categories and subdomains in a comprehensive table format. Let's examine the different columns and what information they provide. Understanding the table columns. First column is the subdomain or category ID. This ID is used in the CSV when you want to add campaigns to existing subdomains. Serves as a unique identifier for each subdomain or category. The second column is the type of category. This column shows whether the category is a normal WordPress category or if it is a subdomain. Here you can see, for example, the first category, aerospace, is a normal WordPress category, and below that, all others are subdomains. The third column shows the name of the category or subdomain. This is the actual name you assigned during creation. The slug column shows the slug of that category or subdomain. Remember, the slug is what appears in the URL. Tag column shows all the tags assigned to that category or subdomain. Here you can see, for example, the Amazon and beverage categories have the tag Amazon. We've used a single tag here, but you can use multiple tags according to your requirements. The next column is for showing the rewrite date of the subdomain homepage. Basically, the subdomain homepage gets rewritten periodically to keep the content fresh and updated. Count column shows how many posts have been published with this subdomain or category. This helps you track content production. The Index Now column shows how many posts have been indexed by search engines through the Index Now protocol. The Index Now Requested column shows how many posts were requested for indexing. This helps you track indexing progress. The username column shows which username is used as the author for that subdomain. This is the user account we discussed during subdomain creation. Created at column shows when that subdomain or category was created. This helps you track the age of your network. The thin content column shows if all the pages are good or if the pages have thin content issues. If you see not scanned here, as you can see in some categories, it means the pages have not been scanned for thin content yet. The last column contains the edit button for each category or subdomain. We'll explore the editing functionality in detail shortly. Filtering options. At the top of the table, you'll see several useful buttons. The Filter Subdomains with Thin Content Pages button filters only the subdomains which have thin content pages. Even if just one page has thin content, that subdomain will be listed. This makes it easy to identify and fix content quality issues. Right now, you don't see other action buttons because we haven't selected any subdomains yet. Let's select a subdomain and see what new functions become available when subdomains are selected. Bulk action buttons. After selecting a couple of subdomains, you can see that new buttons appeared at the top. Let's explore each one. Change Index Now API. First button is to change Index Now API. If you see that some of your subdomain posts are not being indexed, you can click this button and the system will request these new posts of these subdomains for indexing again. This is useful for troubleshooting indexing issues. Delete selected categories. The next button is to delete selected categories. This is a powerful function with multiple options. Let's see what options are available. When you click the Delete Selected Categories button, you'll see a pop-up that shows different deletion options. The Select Action drop-down shows several choices. First option is to delete the subdomains only. If you choose this, the campaigns and posts of these subdomains will be reassigned to another subdomain which you need to select from the second drop-down menu. This preserves your content while removing the subdomain structure. The second option is to delete the subdomain in campaigns. If you choose this, the system will reassign the posts only. Campaigns and subdomains will be deleted, but the existing content remains and gets moved to another subdomain. Third option is to delete campaigns only. This action will delete the campaigns only, but not the subdomains and existing content. This is useful when you want to restructure your content strategy. The last option is to delete everything. If you choose this, the system will delete the subdomain, its user, its campaigns, and all posts that have been published until now. This is a complete removal of everything under that subdomain. Use this option carefully. Through selecting the correct option from the Select Action dropdown and the Assign to Subdomain dropdown, click the Yes, Continue button to proceed. The action will then be triggered by the system and the process will be sent to background processes. Set category name as author name. If the selected subdomains do not have any username created for them, this button will trigger the action to create the author name the same as the category name. This is a quick way to set up authors for subdomains that were created without user accounts. Rewrite default pages. The next option is to rewrite default pages. Remember the default pages we discussed in the subdomain settings? You can rewrite those pages using this button. Let's see what options we have. When you click the Rewrite Default Pages button, you can now select which pages you want to rewrite. You can select Home, About Us, Contact Us, Privacy Policy, Terms of Service, or Cookie Policy. You can uncheck the pages which you do not want to rewrite. This is useful when you want to refresh content or fix thin content issues on default pages. Filter Subdomains button. The Filter Subdomains button is currently not assigned to any action. This may be enabled in future updates. Bulk Edit function. The next button is Edit the subdomains in bulk. This allows you to edit multiple selected subdomains simultaneously for various purposes. Let's see what options we have with Bulk Edit. When you click Bulk Edit, a panel opens with several editing options. You can add tags to the selected subdomains using the Tags field here. You have the option to replace the existing tags or append new tags to the existing ones. If you want to replace all the existing tags, just click the Replace Existing Tags checkbox. Otherwise, the new tags will be added alongside the existing ones. You can also add header or footer scripts using this Bulk Edit function. This is useful when you need to add the same tracking code or schema markup to multiple subdomains at once. After making all the changes, click the Submit button and this will save the changes to all selected subdomains. Single subdomain editing. Let's go back to the Manage Categories and Subdomains section. Now let's see the Edit button for a single subdomain or category. When you click the Edit button for a subdomain, an editing panel opens. You can make several changes here, but you cannot change the name of that subdomain or category. The name is permanent once created. Converting between category and subdomain. If you want to convert a normal WordPress category to a subdomain or a subdomain to a normal WordPress category, you can use the Make Subdomain function here. If it is a normal WordPress category and you want to make it a subdomain, just click the Make Subdomain checkbox and save the changes. The normal WordPress category will now be converted into a subdomain. If there is a subdomain already and you want to make it a normal WordPress category, just uncheck the Make Subdomain option and save the changes. Now the subdomain will be converted to a normal WordPress category. Table display options. Normally, this table shows only 10 entries per page. If you want to see more than 10 entries, you can use the Show dropdown. Select the number from the dropdown and you will see a longer list. This helps when you have many subdomains and want to see more at once. Selection options. We have several options to select categories using the Selection dropdown at the top. The Select All displayed option selects all the categories that you can see on the current page of this table. This is useful for page-level bulk actions. The second option is Select All Categories. If you select this option, it will select all the categories within this entire Turbosubdomains project. Here in this site, you can see there are a total of 67 subdomains or categories created. So it has selected all 67 categories, and you can see that the message shows 67 categories are selected. This is powerful for site-wide bulk actions. The third option is Unselect All. This deselects all the selected subdomains or categories, allowing you to start fresh with your selection. Filtering by tags. The next option is to filter subdomains by tags. For example, select the Amazon tag and you will see that only 2 subdomains are listed here. This makes it easy to work with specific groups of subdomains based on your organizational structure. Search functionality. You can use the search box to enter text and the matching results will be listed. This search box works for any column of this table. Whether you're searching by name, slug, tag, or any other field, the search function will find matches. This is extremely useful when you have a large network and need to find specific subdomains quickly. This covers all the major features of subdomain settings and category management. If we add or remove functions in future updates, or if you need additional information, you can visit the Turbosubdomains knowledge base on the turbosubdomains.com website. The knowledge base is regularly updated with the latest features and best practices. What's next? In the next video series, we'll explore other sections of the general settings, including spinner settings, AI settings, and more. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.